Good morning, LAP. It's Saturday, March 20th. As you know, everybody was laid off Friday and then Thursday night. Everything's just still a little bit unsettled as far as our schedule and the inventory stock trying to get in here from our suppliers. The shipping ports are still having issues. If you watched any kind of news media, you see all the shipping tankers scattered throughout the ocean waiting to get into the ports to get unloaded. The ports are working around the clock, have tripled their manpower and tripled all the shipping and the truckers trying to get everything to all of our suppliers. Stuff does just not come off the ship straight to LAP or KTP or wherever the facilities are. Most likely several parts are coming in on different containers that's got to make it to our suppliers. Our suppliers got to assemble, weld, reform, make, then it's shipped usually to another supplier before it gets to the plants. So there's 3 or 4 different levels that a part has to go through before it actually gets to the facility. And that's what we're struggling with now is Ford's meeting regularly every single day amongst all the plants, all the suppliers, all the MP&L and the inventory guys that run Ford Motor Company. They're meeting, conference calls, who's getting what parts on what days, how many they're getting, how many hours they're running, what they need to do to fly parts in, go get parts, which plant's getting what. So it's something that happens daily. So there's constant talks. I'm in constant contact with the plant manager and the assistant plant manager, usually by the end of the day. As of right now, we're working next week. Looks like Monday may be a short day for both shifts, which was planned and which is right now currently planned and expected, and everything back to normal Tuesday through Friday on an 8-hour schedule. So we were able to work together to try to get something resolved once we got the call at I think 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon, what was going to happen, how it was going to happen, because all of a sudden one of the suppliers had a breakdown and couldn't get us the door panels because their press broke. And then of course the microchips. Microchips are still a big issue. We still have an issue with the plastic resins coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. You know, it takes a liquid to make the plastics, to make seat foam. There's several things in the pipeline that they have to get that inventory in to get parts made for us, along with all the other auto manufacturers. Monday short. So everything's still fluid, everything is still unsettled on all of our inventory. So there's a lot of rumors floating around. Do not believe any if it doesn't come from my committee, myself, or my bargainers. Like I said, we meet every day. You can't go off what another vendor said. I appreciate nobody for doctoring up any of my latest emails that I send out, and keeping the people calm as much as we can with today's turbulent environment, working, not working. The plant wants to work, Ford wants to work, LAP wants to work. I know Jaggers over at KTP just put out an email, a little text on his pages that they're having microchip problems also. I don't know what their downtime schedule is. Once he gets something put together and he has his meetings like I do daily, I'm sure he'll get back with me and I'll try to get that out to everybody also. Hopefully they don't. We don't want nobody being laid off in down weeks. TFTs, I know there's a lot of nervousness around the TFTs and here at LAP getting laid off. Right now the plant has a presenteeism problem. We got people staying home, we got people going home every single day, and we still carrying over 100 plus extra people for the plant. All that money that pays those people comes out of the plant budget and the bottom line. Do not like it, laying off anybody, you know, especially in the tough times that we're facing right now with COVID. There's jobs out there, but a lot of them don't pay what Ford pays. So They called, I think, 30. It looks like we're in the bottom of the class 8-3 of 20. Honestly, do I think there will be more? If the current rate of presenteeism stays the same, yes, there's going to be more. I don't like it. I don't like to see it. A lot of them are asking, can I go out to KTP? Right now, KTP has to be hiring. Right now, they're not hiring. They're kind of in the same boat we are. We got a lot of extra, except KTP is making a lot of money. You know, they need everybody they can, and their COVID cases are a lot higher than what we have here. So please don't sit there and hang around at home hoping Ford's going to call back. Go out, get a job, and if Ford calls, Ford calls. Plan for your future, plan for your life. Don't sit around and wait for Ford to call. Please. They asked about, okay, what do? We get called, we get to start back. Right now, the national contract says they got 30 days to call you back while you're on temporary layoff. If they don't call you back within those 30 days, then your seniority would start over. We still expect to try to bring the individuals that Ford deems necessary to bring back in line of seniority as they were laid off. Plant numbers currently, Legacy, we got 2,139, in progression 807, skilled and apprentices 379, TFTs a total of 403, for a grand total of 3,728 members here at LAP. COVID and vaccine, currently we only have 5 members out on COVID or with contact tracing. Several members have started getting their vaccines and it seems to be going good. So if you're interested in getting your vaccine, you can go to www.Vaccine.ky.gov, and then here's a couple numbers you can call. 502-961-5843. Press 1, press 1 again, then press 2, and then go through and answer all the questions. Another number you can call is 1-855-598-2246. And that number there is 8 to 7, Monday through Friday. If you're trying to schedule your vaccine, don't wait till you get home. Try to get it in the morning, because that's when that's when everybody's calling to get everything scheduled. You won't be able to pick your location or your time. They'll say this is your appointment at this time and this location. Kroger, Walgreens, and some independent pharmacies are scheduling their own individually. The latest change, starting Monday, anybody 50 and over can go get their vaccine, but as us being part of critical manufacturing, any of us can go get our schedule now. Optional life. I received my card Thursday, which a lot of people received it either Thursday, Friday, or probably today. The end date for optional life insurance enrollment is March 26th, 21. Or you can go to mybenefits.metlife.com, log in, fill all your information in. I called them to get mine set up. The number is 1-833-552-3673. Just call on there. You'll eventually get to an operator and you'll be able to talk to a live real person, give your information, and they can get you set up, or they will send you an email with where you're at currently and where you can go to. But you have till Friday to get that done. One thing, when you're on there, please ask who your beneficiaries are, who you're leaving all your money to. There's been we've lost a lot of active members lately in the plant, and it's heartbreaking to see when they haven't been in there. They either didn't list a beneficiary, or they listed a beneficiary when they first hired in and never changed it. We've had a couple beneficiaries leave they've remarried, they got kids and been married 20-something plus years. But when they hired in 25 years ago, they were married to somebody else. Well, the ex-wife or the ex-spouse or the ex-husband, it was never changed from them. So you can imagine the fighting and the turmoil that's going on with that. Or the person they left it to is now passed or deceased. Left it to their parents or left it to somebody else and they're deceased. So try to take as much of the fighting out now before you pass away. I know it's kind of hard to talk about, don't want anybody to pass away, but plan for your future, plan for your family's future, your children's future. So please ask who your beneficiaries are. The Apprenticeship Program, we had our meeting this week for the Apprenticeship Program. We got to get all the plant signatures going on right now to get that sent up north. So once we get all of that sent up north and NJAC, the National Joint Apprenticeship Committee, will review, verify all the signatures and what trades that we're suggesting that they need to backfill. Once they approve that, they send us the official letter back to the plant, and that's when Mr. Mudd will go through, start calling people by the apprenticeship list and your choices for trade, and start filling those and get you identified. Once approved, the individual, your data entry is going to be 1/25/21 will be your date of entry. But as you know, you do not come off the line until your core skills class for that craft or trade is set up north, or if it's online or virtual. You know, COVID's got everything kind of in a WebEx mode right now. They haven't decided exactly how everything's going to be done, how, if everybody's getting a vaccine, is it going to be June, July? Is some of it going to be the end of the year? As you're aware, we were one of the few plants that got apprentices the last time, and it didn't get put on until November. So we're working, that's going good. We just got to get everything approved up north, and once it gets sent back to the plant, we'll get everybody identified. Thunder over UAW Local 862, currently still going to go on. Tickets are $50 per car with 8 passes, $150 per camper or mobile home, and you get 16 passes. We still have some of those spots available if you'd like them. It'll be at the LAP Union Hall. Food, music will be available if you don't bring anything. It starts at 12 till the night ends. So if you want to go over there, participate in that, please get over and get your money in ASAP. The COVID testing by Blue Water Diagnostics has ended at LAP, so there is no more COVID testing being taken place at LAP Hall. Union meeting is still April 18th at 1 p.m. currently. Expect a little bit longer of a meeting than normal. There won't have hot dogs and soft drinks. We will have bottled water, chips there available for everybody, but no food. Uniforms, to update on the uniforms, we had our meeting last Wednesday. We got the embroidery logos approved. We got the product approved. Us and KTP have decided we're going to go ahead and get the orders put in so our members can get the stuff that they deserve now, get the order in. We're shooting for about mid-April as a launch date. If everything goes good, the store, we got the pictures online. I'm unfortunately unable to open them with all the blocks that Ford has on the web pages, so I got to get that unlocked so we can go through, verify, and make sure everything looks good. So keep our fingers crossed that we can get April 10th. So on behalf of myself, my committee, and the UAW, have a good weekend, and God bless.